What's going on, everyone? We've got 3 new cards to go over today, and first up we've got Violin, the Great Horn General. He is a 4-cost red creature with 2 attack, 2 endurance, so kind of subpar stats for what his cost is, but his effect does really make up for that. So his first effect is when your other red creature is summoned, choose an opposing shield and deal 2 damage to it. So it's important to note that that is not once per turn. So say you have multiple goblins in your hand, each time you summon a goblin, you get to do 2 damage to a Drago shield. So that's really awesome. It lets you push in a lot harder, and you can, even this early on in the game, we can tell that red is going to be extremely aggressive. So then his second effect is when this creature is Drago crossed with a red dice, choose an opposing Drago shield and do X damage to it, where X is the number of your red creatures. So with this effect, it's important to note that it does not say other creatures, so it does count himself. So if you cross him, you will always be able to do at least 1 damage to a shield. And then if you're playing mono red, you're probably going to have 3 or 4 red creatures, so you can easily take out another dice, and he's just going to allow you to rush in really fast. If they don't have any blockers left, because say they attacked with all of their creatures on the last turn, then you'll probably be able to win the game that turn, assuming there are no fort bursts or ambushes. So I really like this card, I see a lot of potential for it, and I can't wait to use it. Next up, we've got Sinister Festering Stringman, who is a 3 black with 4 attack, 2 endurance, so pretty good stats for what its cost is. And then his effect is kind of subpar. It's just when this creature is destroyed, return it to your hand. So if you're running really low on resources in your hand, and he just keeps returning every time he dies, so you'll have something to play every turn. But from what I've been seeing, you're always going to have cards in your hand. So unless there are some black effects that revolve around you discarding, then this might get a lot better. But as for right now, I can't see him being that useful. I think there will be other cards that can just do so much more than what he can. I don't see him doing a lot in the game. And then our final card is Eleanor, Queen of Storm. She is a 4 green creature with 3 attack and 5 endurance, so a pretty defensive card. And her effect is when this creature attacks a fort, if it is not crossed, choose an opposing ambush at that fort and destroy it. So I really like that effect, but right now we only have 2 types of ambushes, and that's when this fort is attacked and when a creature at that fort is destroyed. So if it would be the first one, where when this fort is attacked, she would not be able to destroy it because it could trigger before her, if we find out that's how timing works, which I'm assuming it will be based on the wording. So in that sense, not too good, but if it would be like the Harpy card that we've seen previously, or Spider, something like that, then this card would be amazing. And then her second effect is when she's Drago crossed with the green dice. When she attacks, ambushes have no effect for this turn. So not just for this battle, like we saw with the Tide Chasing card, she shuts down ambushes for the whole turn, which I really love. Because if your opponent's in a situation where they're relying on those ambushes, they're gonna have a really tough time. And I would just really like this card. I love the effect, and I can't wait to use her. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Make sure to check out the Dragoborne website. Links to that will be down below. Same with the Facebook page for the North American Dragoborne. We're still growing and we're still looking for new members, so make sure to check that out as well. And thanks for watching as always.